What is that ball, by the way, that's always on your photos? That the wooden
The white
ball?
thing?
No, the wood.
The wood. This
Yeah.
is, well, the reason I'm using it is because I know you started making trays. This is like a catch-all tray that I purchased at Target many years ago
I like
using
it.
like
It's really
some
thick.
fake looking wood. But this
It
is what I
looks
use
great
for
on
my
photos.
pictures.
Yeah, it looks great
Yeah,
on
yeah.
photos. Yeah.
No, in the right lighting, it looks very, very cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I think I'm gonna start a repost page like with the Beltran Co.
Hmm.
Instagram and start
Hmm.
reposting other people's photos because I, you guys, everybody who gets my gear like takes
Hmm.
better photos than me.
Well, it looks really good. It's hard to take a bad photo. But
Right.
I'm super, I really like this one, this little wooden tray, but I'm hoping to someday soon pick up a tray from you.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. I brought a bunch of my gear out
Hmm.
because I wanted to take you back a little bit. And
Yeah. Let's do it.
check this one out.
Oh, wow.
You remember that?
Hey, yeah.
Do you like
Man,
remember
that was
making it
so
or no?
long ago. No, absolutely. That was like either the second or third wallet I ever stamped with my logo.
That's that's so cool that I have this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a real collector, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the third piece that had the stamp on it.
No, for real. That was part of the first batch I ever made with my maker's mark, and that was back when I was hand stamping them with like a hammer.
Yeah. How do
So
you
I
do it
was
now with
surprised
like
it
a
came out.
press?
Yeah, I use a little arbor press now to get like a good even pret, like a good even stamp.
You're
But
fancy.
before I was just hammering them and they were not coming out good.
Then after that, let me check if I have anything personal. Anyway, after that, I got this full shell
Oh
cordovan.
yeah.
Was this your
That,
first full shell piece that you made?
that was. You have no idea how nervous I was making that for you.
I mean, I love it. This is my nicest piece that I own.
I had never made a folding wallet in all shell before. I always thought like, oh no, I'm gonna mess it up. You know, when you mess up an interior with like Pueblo, it's fine. You can just recut it. But with
Yeah,
shell, it's super nerve-wracking. So that one, I was sweating bullets when I was making that for you.
that's awesome. This is my nicest wallet. Like if I'm wearing a suit
Oh.
or a tie or I'm going into a wedding or church or
Hmm.
anything fancy. This is if I want to feel fancy, this is going in my pocket.
Man, that makes me really
Yeah,
happy.
hell yeah.
No, I loved making that one for you. It was super nerve-wracking, but when it was done, I was so proud because that was, I think I made a video of that one at some point. That
Yeah,
was
you did.
the,
I watched
yeah,
it.
that was the material that I fell in love with. Like when it came to leathercraft, like I was like, man, I would love to work with shell. That was like the material that really made me like a weird leather person, like a leather freak. So making that for you was just like, whoa, that's crazy. That was just really cool.
I love it. I'm super honored to have the first full shell piece and
I'm
like one of the
glad.
first full stamps. I also have your first dog collar.
You do.
I took it off my dog right now.
Oh
She's
my
sitting down
gosh.
right here.
It's looking really good.
I think this thing is super underrated. I haven't done it justice, like trying to promote it or making a video on it. But this is, I think, the just is perfect. There's no
Oh,
other way of putting it. It is absolutely freaking perfect. My
that makes me
dog,
super happy.
my dog is a snob. This is the only thing that she likes around her neck. Uh,
That's so funny.
because when we bathe her, like
Mm-hmm.
we like try and take it off and put something else on her, and she's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm. She's like, don't touch
get that
me.
cheap shit out of my neck. What's wrong with you?
That's so funny.
And
You
she
know, I've
absolutely loves this.
that was the first and only dog collar I've ever made.
Yeah. I think you'll
Mm-hmm.
make more. Because this is absolutely like just oh my god. I wouldn't bother with anything else. Like especially if you love your dog, you know you're gonna own your dog for, at least, over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think, buying it, right away and having it for a decade is totally worth it.
Yeah, that was such a cool little project to make too.
And the
You
brass
know,
hardware, I
you've
love
with
it.
those two projects with the full shell wallet and the dog collar, those are things I never really even thought of making. So you like really kind of pushed me as a crafter to like try something different, to take that kind of leap. So I'm very grateful that I was able to make those for you, that you asked for them.
You know what? That makes it even more awesome. Like I have like you should make one for one of your pets because
Yeah.
there's
I
no
have a
way. I know
prototype.
you made it. I know you made. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, you have the prototype, and your cat doesn't
Yeah.
like it.
No, she does not like it.
Because
Now because my puppy, he passed away recently. So
oh
now I just have two cats, and they hate collars. They're just like, get away from me. So I got to figure out a way to convince them, rub it in catnip or something and convince them to wear it.
yeah, and the details are great too. Like this absolutely balances this way all the
Oh, I'm
time because
glad.
the buckle is so heavy,
Hmm.
and so this is always at the top and makes it so convenient to put my dog on a leash.
I'm
Makes it
so
super
glad.
convenient, and like just all the design throughout is just very well thought out and apparently very resilient. My dog is crazy. She's a real dog. Like she's tiny and cute, but no, she's a savage.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
Little Bella.
Yeah. So I got to make a video on that because I think it's super on. Yeah. Fudge. You should make more.
I will try. No, that's definitely something I want to start making more.
Yeah, maybe
I want to
special
really,
order or whatever. But,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I've had people express interest in that, so I was really happy when you asked me to make a dog collar, because that was like an entirely different new skill set that I had never tried before.
yeah,
So it was
so
very, very
much work
cool.
went into it. To like, I look at it, I'm like, holy crap, I would not want to make that.
It was a long process, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And then my next piece is this one, which I find the design to be really cool.
Dude, that one
Because
is worn in so nicely.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'll put some Instagram photos on the video so people can really appreciate it.
That is so wild to me.
Yeah, and I mean I don't even carry it that much, because my collection is so big and I feel bad if I don't carry a piece
Mm-hmm.
often.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is probably a couple weeks worth of carry, not even
No,
that
it
bad.
looks super, super nice. So I'm really glad you ended up. That one had like the russet harness was like a little bit scratched up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that with wear, it's kind of just turned into this like really rustic looking
Oh yeah.
kind of piece. It looks really good.
It looks like a tool too. Like it would
Yeah.
match with like a tool bag or something right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does it carry your
I really
cash pretty
love it.
good or?
So my cash does go in there pretty good. I don't
Mm-hmm.
carry a lot of it, so it's convenient for me. But as soon as I get change, like if I spend
Mm-hmm.
$50 and I get
Mm-hmm.
like 5 bills, then it's like I got to put like the rest of my cash in
Yeah.
my pocket.
Yeah.
It's not big enough. But for daily use, for how I carry cash, it
Mm-hmm.
works amazing because I
I'm
carry
glad.
2-3 bills for emergencies or like back alley deals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. All your shady and nefarious activities.
All my nefarious, and this just came in yesterday, and I freaking love it. It's my smallest lesbian EDC leatherworks piece, and I absolutely love it. I think it's the
I'm
cutest fucking
glad.
thing, and I love the colors because they're fucking cute. I mean, it's just
Aren't
orange.
they cute?
It's like orange little baby stitching. Little baby. I put up some photos here too for that. And then the back is that badass orange I really like.
I know, it's so bright.
And I never knew what to put it on because I'm not gonna carry a wallet that's this bright orange. I might, or like a sheath, but I want
Maybe, yeah.
and I didn't know
Like
on what.
safety orange to like slow
Yeah,
cars down,
like a sheath.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Maybe I'll have
Even
it as a
like
sheath.
you have a little you have a traditional knife, right?
Yeah, I have a little traditional knife, and I
Yeah,
also
you
have
could do a slip.
like a pen slip.
Oh, dude, that pen is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I'm like insanely jealous. I have my brass one right here.
So I want to
have this one.
buy a brass. I don't know if they sell it, but I want to buy the brass. What do you call it? The grip.
Oh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And because I think this stainless steel, with the freaking flame, with a brass grip would look so dope. But it's already pretty heavy. I can only imagine how heavy your brass.
Oh, the brass one's pretty heavy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you could.
But it would look
knock out a
dope
guy.
to like switch out the parts to have like a brass
Yeah,
like a brass
grip.
tip and then the rest be that flamed look.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I think that would be super dope.
No, but for your slip, I don't know if you noticed, but that's Shinky natural on the front.
Well,
So
I
it's
had no
gonna,
idea. I was gonna ask you today when I showed it
yeah.
to you. I'm like,
So
what is this front? Because it's not russet. It looks awfully
yeah,
suspicious.
it's awfully shiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's the same. So I have a little Shinky Natural on my little keychain. So
Uh-huh.
it's gonna develop like a really nice, like rich brown color. But it starts off so like creamy looking, like so light.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
put on some photos of that too, because it's weird. Like it looks like skin, you know?
yeah. No, Shinky's natural looks so different than like Horween's natural.
Yeah.
It's like really pale.
So that's all my Lesbian EC Leatherworks pieces thus far. I do want like a pen sheath or something eventually.
Yeah, we can make that happen for sure. I have like a huge piece of that like really thick orange leather, so trust me, we can make that happen.
Yeah, that thing is so dope. That
Hmm.
orange is so dope. So how you been? I didn't
I've
even
been
ask you.
good. No,
What
I've
you
been really good.
what
I've
you
just
been
been
doing?
working a lot, just keeping up with the family, trying to get my parents vaccinated. So
Yeah.
it's been, this year started off a lot better than sort of how last year went. So we're doing really good. I've just been like insanely busy, which has limited for sure like my crafting time.
Yeah. Like I haven't made any hanks in like a couple of weeks. And it makes me sad cuz like I have the store there and some
Hmm.
products there, but I haven't made anything. So yeah, I feel a little sad, you know?
You feel guilt. I feel guilty. I would assume that you also feel guilty. Like it
Yeah, a
feels
little bit.
weird because you know that people want stuff and you're
Yeah.
like, I want to make it, but I don't have the time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't. Oh, and you sent me some burgundy for my mallet, which I'm
I
super
did.
happy. So I showed it to you. So what happened is,
You're going hard on the woodworking, and honestly, I'm vibing with that. I love it.
so I made one like this, and I actually sold it to Jacob from Kraken Leatherworks or something like that.
Oh, really?
Super cool guy. He bought it. He's
Yeah,
like, sell
he's
it to
really
me. I'm
sweet.
like, sure.
Hmm.
And but I felt like it wasn't heavy enough for a woodworker because I hear you
Hmm.
guys use
Hmm.
like 20-ounce, 30-ounce mallets.
Yeah, the mallets are super freaking heavy.
Yeah, and it was only 13 ounces. So the
Oh,
next one I made, I put some metal inside, but
that's
I
dope.
when I cut it, a little bit of the metal showed. So
But
I'm
hey,
like,
now you have a
crap.
little bit of leather to just,
Yeah, they call
give
them
it out a little bit.
finishing mallets.
Yeah.
So like if you want to hit something without like marking it, you hit
Hmm.
it with some a mallet with leather on it. So
Hmm.
this one I'm probably gonna keep because I don't feel like you know like that's okay. So, but yeah,
But
I've
put a
been.
little leather on there and boom,
Oh
you don't even
yeah,
have to stress about it.
yeah, for like dovetail joints and stuff like that,
Yeah.
tapping them in.
Can I
That's gonna be
ask you how
super
you
dope.
got into woodworking? Because I was kind of off of Instagram for like a week and a half. And then I came back and I saw that you were making like like wooden trays and mallets and stuff. And I was like, whoa, how did
So
that happen?
I've always wanted to make stuff, you know, because like if
Yeah.
I'm a construction worker, and that's
Hmm.
like a team thing.
Hmm.
Like and I always look at the project, I'm proud of it, but it's like a team thing, and which is great, which is an awesome thing. But I always wanted to make something for myself
Hmm.
that I could be proud of and be like, it's out there, I made it, you know.
Yeah.
And so I always wanted to woodwork, and I already had the store for Behanks, and I wanted to make a
Hmm.
different product. So I'm like, I want to make a wooden tray. And yeah, I started making butcher board trays. I always wanted to make butcher boards too. I haven't made
That's
one, which
dope.
makes me a little sad. I need to have a little bit of time so I can make myself a butcher board,
Yeah.
like a nice one with hardwoods, walnut, and
Yeah.
stuff like that, maple. And yeah, that I always wanted to get into it, and having a store was a good excuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To try something,
And
something a little new.
this one I made for myself. This is all
That's dope.
walnut, and this is a Mexican wood called Gancalo Alves. Super heavy, super
Oh,
nice. And
that's
I did a
crazy.
little bit of epoxy right there, like on a knot. Like it looks super dope on
That
person,
looks super dope, dude.
like a piece of glass. So
Yeah.
this one's the first one I ever made, and this one's mine. And apparently they're super useful. Like I didn't realize how useful it would be, but like this doesn't leave my side when I'm working. Like it's always
You've
right next to.
become Thor.
Yeah, I have. Gives you superpowers.
No, but I can imagine. Heck yeah, especially in your line of work, that must be super useful.
Oh, yeah, no, at work, like, I use normal hammers, but like with woodworking, having something like that helps out a lot. And
That's super dope.
this is like a butcher board that I made into a tray, you know? But
I
I
saw
made the butcher board.
Anna has
Yeah,
one of those,
she
right?
bought one right away.
That is so cool.
She bought the one with the oil finish. This one's made with poly finish. And just a little bit
Oh,
more resilient, but it's not as like the oil gives it like an Instagram filter on wood. Let
oh
me show you.
really?
Oh yeah, it's like super nice.
It's that
So
chatoyance.
this is poly. It's nice.
Mhm.
It's great.
Mhm.
Super durable. And this one
Oh
is oil.
damn.
So like you can see, you
Yeah.
can't see the difference like that so much on the camera.
No, but it definitely looks darker. It looks kind of
it
more
looks, oh my god,
like
that
shimmery
smells
almost.
super good too. Yeah. So I made those. Those might be too small for like your EDC because
Mhm.
you always carry
I
so
carry
much
a lot of
stuff.
crap.
Your
Yeah.
your pocket dumps are fucking epic every time.
Dude, every time I do a story pocket dump, it's like 20 minutes. I feel so bad. Everyone's like, where do you carry everything? And I'm like, I have 4 pockets. One pair of skinny jeans, but 4 pockets. Everything will fit.
What do you feel about Gen Z criticizing our skinny jeans?
You know what? Let's not even talk about Gen Z. They got too many problems to be judging us right now.
I don't wear skinny jeans. I have like one pair corduroy skinny jeans. That look super dope with boots, you know?
No,
I got some
absolutely.
Tim's on and like
Boom.
brown corduroy Levi's
That's
skinny
a look.
jeans. And you're like, just, but everything else is 5'11" Levi's, you know?
Mhm.
I'm a construction worker, you know?
Yeah, you gotta. That's the uniform.
Yep. And Wranglers or Levi's. That's it.
Mhm.
You know, you can't.
You'll get fired if you don't wear those.
If you're like a high paying, it's got to be Carhartt, but
Oh
know,
yeah.
labors and shit. We
Ain't
gotta wear
nobody
Levi's or
got
Wranglers.
the money for Carhartt.
Holy crap! I have like one jacket, and every time I wear it, I can see why it's so expensive. Like you can, like I'm not cold, and it's not that thick or heavy.
Yeah.
I'm not cold. There's no weaks. There's no frail spots. There's nothing. Like the stitching is super heavy duty. All the buttons, everything. It's like, come at me, bro.
You're like, go
on
ahead.
Carhartt.
I'm bulletproof right now. Go ahead.
But like, I don't understand like shirts and stuff like that. They're normal shirts, dude.
Yeah,
like, you know, but like a jacket, pants, stuff like that.
The workwear community is pretty intense, though. They buy like Carhartt socks if they could, and be like, oh yeah, these are gonna last me 30 years. I'm gonna pass these down to my kids.
That's so funny. And the other thing is that like I'd like to make some like furniture pieces. I'm having a baby in April, a baby girl.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm making her like a changing table top, just the top piece. You know, I put it on a normal piece of furniture because we like the height of the piece of furniture and the look of it. Because like when you go and see changing tables, they're ugly.
They really are
ugly. And if you want nice ones, prepare to spend $1,000.
Yeah.
So we just bought a normal piece of furniture that on like a height that we like, and I'm gonna build the tabletop for it for the.
That's awesome.
Table.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Congratulations, dude! I didn't know you guys were expecting.
Yeah.
That's your first baby, huh?
Yeah, my first baby. I'm super stoked, super excited, super happy.
That's really good. I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
But it's really incredible to see you branching out from like an EDC enthusiast, you know, supporting all these other makers that you feel really passionate about, to then starting to make EDC goods of your own, and then like branching out to woodworking. Yeah. That's super, super crazy.
But it was you, Gondik, and PD Hanks that like inspired me, because like talking to you guys and seeing how like excited and like passionate you are about making quality goods, and it like inspired me, you know?
I'm so glad, because you're made for that. Like you're such a creative person that I feel like any little thing that inspires you, you could make like a huge venture out of that. So it's really, really cool to see you really blowing up like that. And like I have more of your Hanks now than anybody else. Like I have the Frida Kahlo one under here, under my wallet, and I absolutely love that thing.
Yeah. When I saw the material, I'm like, I gotta have one, and obviously I gotta send one to Stephanie.
Dude,
And
I love it.
I
Oh
haven't
my
made one
God.
for myself. That's the only one I've made so far, but I'm making one for myself because I need to
That
have.
is awesome. No,
And the,
yeah, I absolutely love it. Your hanks are like my favorite. And it's because I know how passionate you are about it. Like I know how passionate you are about EDC in general, but then to see you pour that passion into like a craft is
yeah,
just really, really incredible. It's
thank you.
super it's an honor to be there as you start out.
Means a lot coming from me. Means a lot. Yeah, in someday we'll be here and like, you remember making this? I'm like, nope. Because
You're
we'll be
like,
like
when was that?
so far in the future, because I want to do like it's a thing where I can do also when I'm old. Like I can't do
Hmm.
construction when I'm old. Like there's no way.
Exactly.
There's
Hmm.
I've my body has been through a lot in the past 10 years already. I'm
Hmm.
28. Like
Yeah.
there's no way. But like hanks you can make, woodworking you can do when you're old, and
Hmm. Hmm.
construction is a different beast. It's it will tear you up and
No, yeah,
spit you
it's
out.
super hard labor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard.
no, absolutely. And those skills like that you learn with construction that you're able to do sort of like transfer over to less intensively,
Yeah,
like hobbies, those are skills that no one can ever take away from you. Like that's something
yeah.
that's yours.
Yeah, and like you can always do a little bit on your own house and stuff like that. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, those skills, like you said, yeah, they'll be with you forever.
Yeah,
Like I was just
exactly.
helping my dad with the kitchen he's doing. I went out there real quick and helped him with some layouts and some stuff like that really quickly, and then I left and left him to do his thing.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I've acquired a lot of skills. Holy crap!
Hmm. No, and it's crazy, but it's really like I always think of it this way. Like it's really comforting because you're always going to have something to fall back on. Like there's always a skill that you're going to be able to use to your advantage or to just enrich your life or to make you money. And I
Hmm.
think that's really like that's priceless having those kind of skills.
Yeah, I think social media is a skill
Yeah, no, yeah, it
that a
definitely
lot of
is.
people sleep on, because I know
Hmm.
such talented guys that can do such good things, good work.
Hmm.
Sam comes to mind right away, and he can make beautiful like countertops out of concrete and tabletops out
Hmm.
of concrete,
Hmm.
and like just badass. He polishes them, cuts them, and like he embeds different types of rocks in it. So
That's
when he
dope.
cuts and polish it, like you can see the inlaid rocks in
Hmm.
there.
Hmm.
And I think he'd have so much business if he got on like social media.
Yeah.
But nobody is doing it on social media either. You know why?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because it's freaking hard work.
It is. It is super hard.
It's so
And getting
hard.
an audience is like
Yeah.
super hard. And
Yeah.
it's disheartening when you post something that you spent like so much time on and then like it
Jeez,
gets
yeah.
no play.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely super hard.
Yeah.
But if it can make or break your business, but if
Yeah.
you learn to like if you learn what community like to engage with, if you learn how to build those relationships and then you build those friendships with people, that immediately starts growing to the traffic on like your content.
Yeah.
So it's a really complicated skill, but social media is super helpful for getting your work
Started.
out
Yeah.
there. Hmm.
Yeah. Like you, for example, you have a lot more demand than you have supply. I think because of your Instagram account.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, what's crazy is that most of my followers were from when I was just posting like pocket dumps and like EDC
Yeah.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
suddenly I started doing leathercraft and people, and it's funny because for a long time people are like, do you make these things? And I'm like, guys, no, like I don't make them. Like, that's Benjamin Bott's maker mark right there.
Yeah. And you even
But
tag
then I
people too.
started, yeah, but then I started and it was like, I think people got more confused, but because they're like, wait, did you make this one or did you make that one?
Yeah.
But it's really interesting to see how the community has kind of grown to support my craft too. But most of my followers are from like just my love for EDC and for supporting other makers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know that you made a lot of coin slips recently because you got your, what do you call it?
Oh yeah, I don't even know what I call it. They're just like these little coins that I got from, hold on, let me grab one. From my
I have one.
friend. Yeah, these little guys.
Yeah.
These were made by my friend Skill Brass, and he made me like 10. Oh yeah, you have one. That's right. I sent you one. These came out really, really nice. Like the second batch, like I can see him growing his skills and
Yeah.
sort of getting better and better at making them. So these came out like really heavy and solid. And it's just really cool to be able to like do leather work and EDC related stuff sort of
Yeah.
more frequently, I guess. Because now I can make these little slips and I can kind
Yeah.
of share my passion for leatherwork and EDC at the same time.
I haven't put my coin in my slip yet, so it's gonna lose its virginity
You
life.
gotta do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I actually have so Anna got a coin made too. Have you seen Anna's?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, she's got a coin and it's dope. I think
She's got it made.
Hannah, yeah, she had this one made by Skill Brass too. And I think Hannah, because you know how Anna's starting her leathercraft journey as well.
I
Hannah
didn't
made
know.
her,
I need to buy
yeah,
some.
yeah. Well, I don't think she's selling it. I think she's still kind of learning
Oh,
like how to stitch and stuff like that.
yeah.
But I guess Hannah made her this little design as like a maker's mark because I think
love
Anna
it.
really likes like Latin, like the language.
Yeah.
So she incorporated like Latin into this kind of like, I don't know, like seafarer kind of design.
Mhm.
And it's super dope. So she sent me one.
And I like that
and
because you
that's what
can
I'm
flip
carrying.
that one. It's got
Yeah.
two sides. You can
Yeah,
flip it.
it's super cool. And then Meryl sent me one too. I have like a whole coin collection now. Meryl has one. Yeah,
That's
isn't
so
that
dope.
dope? That looks so
I
freaking
love
cool.
I love Meryl's maker's mark. It's
Dude,
so
no,
dope.
it's super cool. I love her maker's mark. So now I have all these really cool coins in my collection
Yeah, and now
that
you
are
can
from
make
like
yourself
other DC
slips.
folks. I know. I'm excited. I made 5 the other day for I'm gonna do a little giveaway. So I made
okay.
5 that are like pretty unique and interesting looking. So I'm excited.
I'm gonna do a
It
giveaway
just
soon too when I start the Beltran Co Instagram, so people go there.
heck yeah.
A little bit
Heck yeah.
motivation, so it goes
Yeah.
faster. I'm gonna do a
No,
little one,
absolutely. And it's always nice to
a
give
tray
back
and a
to the
hank for
community.
sure, but I don't know what
Yeah,
else.
absolutely. That's gonna be dope.
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited about a lot of things lately. Like I told my wife, I've never been this happy in my life. And
That's so good.
because we're pregnant and we're making plans and like
Yeah.
getting things ready for the baby.
Yeah.
And then I got my beltranco.com
Mm-hmm.
making trays and hanks and people posting photos on Instagram is so rewarding. Like
Isn't it though?
it's so
It's like mind
badass.
blowing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
it's
I
super
yeah,
cool.
I like that so much.
No, but I'm glad because you're in a really good place in your life. And then creatively, you're doing so much. So it's really, really awesome. You can see how happy you are sort of exploring these different crafts.
Thank you. Like
Yeah, it's dope.
I'm usually like a really happy, like excited person, but like I've like it's like a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
totally
absolutely.
different thing. And yeah, like you said, like I'm expressing myself creatively now, and I've always done it throughout my life. But like when you're adulting, you forget to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
you get so caught up in work and paying bills
paying
that
bills,
you forget. Yeah.
yeah, having a social life and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
things like that. But yeah, I used to draw a lot, doodle, and I like making like graffiti now. My little cards.
I
I
know. I
love doing that.
saw.
And I hate it
Those
when
are
I don't have time to
dope.
make some. Like I've sold a few where I don't have time to do a doodle, and I feel so bad. I'm like,
No,
ah.
that is super dope. And that's such a nice like extra touch too, like a personal touch.
And plus, you get to use your fountain pens.
Heck yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say. And you get to like explore your fountain pen
Use
love.
your inks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my
No,
ink
it's
is a
super dope.
write-off. No, I'm just kidding.
You're like, it's fine. My pens are a write-off. My ink is a write-off. No, but it's super, super cool.
Yeah. So what you got there on your EDC?
This is usually like all the stuff I carry with me almost every day. I don't always carry this, but I usually always have a hank with me, my wallet, like a coin. Now I'm carrying Anna's coin because I got this one just a couple of days ago.
So
I have
cool.
to I made this slip just for this coin because I want, every time I get a coin from a friend, I want to make like a little slip specifically for that coin. So I made this one out of like some scrap. Yeah, no, and I wanted something special because I was like, well, this is like a good friend of mine. I want to carry it in style, So this one's like natural shell that's like kind of scratched up. I had to like polish it out. And then this like little scrap piece of like green.
That's shell
like,
too?
Yeah, this one's shell too. It's just really textured because it's like not the nice piece of shell. It's like around the edges of the shell, it gets really like rough.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. But that's where I'm going to carry her little coin now. I have to figure out what to do
That's
with
dope.
Meryl's.
And whose wallet is that from?
Oh, this is I loaded this one up yesterday because I wanted to kind of feature it in today's video, because this is like one of the makers that got me in love with leathercraft. This is from Benjamin Bott, and this one's like a navy shell little card case from him. I think he calls it the wax wing.
Yeah.
And this is like, he for such a long time, and he still is like a huge inspiration for me. So I wanted to load this one up and carry it for a bit. And then your Hank is right here too. This is like my favorite freaking Hank.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you like it. I was a little nervous. Like I had to pick a spot where to cut it out.
It honestly is perfect. It's freaking perfect. I love it. When I saw this in the mail, I was just like, no way. He did not just send me this. So it's super, super cool to have this in like my little Hank rotation.
So my wife and I actually got to see her stuff here in Arizona, and her collection never leaves Mexico.
Really?
There was a first time since it got made, so freaking 100 years or whatever.
That's crazy.
That it made it out of Mexico. They had it here in Arizona. My wife just saw it online somewhere that it was here. She's like, "You want to go see it?" I'm like,
"Fuck." You're like, "Yes, I do."
Oh, God. I mean, it was one of the best days that my wife and I had, because I'm such an art aficionado. Like I love art, but I love artists more. I love their heart. I love their pain. Like, I think artists are, like the magic in the planet. Like, we have a planet and things have to work, right? And then you sprinkle a little bit of magic, and that's all the artists that are a little bit messed up.
Yeah, that's very true.
And so seeing her stuff in person, it was, oh my God, it was really nice. It was really nice. And
you are like a super artistic person. I'm realizing that now with all like the drawings that you've been doing. I remember you were like designing a knife for a while.
Yeah.
And when you got really into fountain pens, you started like drawing a lot and sketching a lot with them. Yeah.
No, I like it. Yeah. Dope. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. What else you got? Let's see.
So we've got the Benjamin Bott little wallet. We got your B Hanks right here. These are just my keys. I mean, I show these like all the time. This is the same leather that your the front of your
I like that. That's gonna be dope.
I'm
gonna start carrying it today.
Super nicely. And then this is just like a little keychain that I made out of like a scrap piece of leather that I was literally gonna throw away. And I was like, why am I gonna throw that away? Like, I can use it.
I know, that's how I feel with walnut and like expensive woods. I'm like, this is so pricey.
You're like, I don't care. I'm just gonna hoard it. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna use it for.
Yeah.
And then I stopped carrying a flashlight, I realized, because I have this little guy. And this thing is bright as hell. This is from this is the DQG Fairy, I think. I literally had to buy it on eBay. It's all nasty looking, actually. But it's just like a little keychain flashlight made out of brass.
I think that's what I'm doing, because like my flashlight is just so heavy. I got
no, it really is.
Whose idea was that to buy a copper flashlight?
No, they're so heavy. And I mean, like, I have this one, like I have the pineapple.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So heavy. It's like ridiculously heavy. I like joke about how this is like a murder weapon. Like, I think I don't even need a knife. I could chuck this at someone and like escape. It's super heavy, but this thing is just like super light, and it just goes on my keys, and it's hecka bright. So I stopped carrying a flashlight, which feels really weird, but I mean, it is what it is. And then I've got my pen. This is like the pen that I usually carry. This is from Tactile Turn. And it's broken in so nicely. Like, it's so smooth now.
Is that your favorite pen, you said?
This is my favorite, like, ballpoint pen. So I'm either between this one or this guy right here. Right. You know, it's either or.
And they're both brass?
Yeah, they're both. Well, this one's actually bronze. Oh, so this one like wore in differently. It's got almost like a bluish gray kind of look to it. This one's like aging very slowly. This one's the brass one.
Yeah.
But I really like this. Like, Like I do this all day, and like I annoy the crap out of my wife.
That's funny.
It's crazy. Let me see, what else do I got? And then my fake AirPods. And then lately I've just been carrying like my traditional knife, because I don't know, I've been feeling a little self-conscious about carrying like my huge like stabby knife.
Mhm.
So I've just been carrying this guy right here.
It's so nice.
It is.
So nice.
It's like honestly all the knife I need. It's like carrying a Swiss Army knife, like just kind of inoffensive and not scary.
Yeah. It's so
And the
nice.
action feels really good.
Yeah, I've been carrying a Maximate PM2 that Luis sent me, SoCal Central.
Ooh, yeah.
And yeah, I take this to work, and Maximate is ridiculous.
I know. I've seen you.
I've been beating it up hard.
Yeah.
And I haven't stropped it or sharpened it or nothing, and it's still working. And I'm new to woodworking, so I don't have like chisels or knives like that or marking knives. I don't. This is it.
So are you using the Maximate for that?
Yes.
No way. Oh my god.
The tip. I mean, any other metal would have been a little curved now. This thing's like, come at me, bro.
Champ.
Yeah, it's been so ridiculous. But I'm like, I was thinking right now. Oh yeah. I mean,
they're dope looking.
Yeah. Native 5 is something I'd recommend to you. A Native 5.
Dope. I'm gonna check it out.
Any Native 5. But I was thinking right now, like, what does a normal person need a knife for? Like opening packages, probably. That's it.
I mean, I remember when I was in college, I remember we had like a potluck or something on like the last day of one of my classes. And I was already into EDC at the time, so I already carried a knife, right? And our professor was like, "Oh, does anybody have something like a key or something to open up this bag of cookies?" And this girl takes out a Swiss Army knife that's like this big that was attached to her keys, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, you have a knife!"
That's funny.
And I was like, "Dang, people really like don't."
But that was in school, right?
Yeah,
I guess in school, yeah. I guess school's different.
But I always wonder, like, how many average people carry like a knife on them?
In Arizona, everybody.
Everybody?
Yeah, and like
I'm in California.
Every other subcontractor has like a okay knife.
Oh, I see.
Like the other day, our plumber had a PM2 Spyderco.
No way.
Yeah, and I showed him
like,
mine.
Hey, let me see that. Let me see that real quick.
I showed him mine. He's like, "Oh, yours looks different than mine." I'm like, "Yeah, they make all kinds of Spyderco PM2s," and he's like, "No way." And his was probably 10 years old. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how old PM2s are, but it was an old PM2.
That's
probably
crazy.
Back when they were $100.
That's wild.
And, it was an S30V Black G10, the vanilla
PM2. Yeah. The standard. That's dope.
Like my boss carries a Gent from Ferrum Brothers, and so like everybody that's construction carries a knife, and every now and then one of them carries something nice. My other contractor buddy Matt, he has a gigantic collection, and he's not into Instagram or nothing. Like when he goes to gun shows, he'll buy whatever knives at the gun show. And he has Hinders, Sebenzas, super rare Benchmates and Protex. Like
I really want a Sebenza, but now that I'm carrying just like literally one knife every day, I'm like, can I justify that? But a Sebenza is like one of my grail knives.
Well, you can justify it because you need a model for your products that you make.
There we go.
That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing it. Like I don't have any money right now, but I've been buying tools and stuff for and I bought my most expensive tool is a sewing machine. I never knew that my most expensive tool someday was gonna be a sewing machine.
Oh my gosh! But those are expensive though.
But I got like a really nice one, so that like I wouldn't fail. Like that one, the one you have, that one's made with the nice one. And like you can tell the difference between like when I started and like this machine. Like totally
I'm gonna have to look at them now.
Yeah.
See, that's something I didn't even think about. I'm gonna have to like
different.
Bust them all out and like take a look at them.
Yeah, and that pattern is like from this machine too. Like,
it is. This is a different stitch pattern than the other ones.
It's really nice. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
I like that. No, but sometimes you just kind of have to bite the bullet and be like, you know what? I just have to spend the money now because
hell yeah.
Yeah. I
Hell
know.
yeah.
I just
So,
spent a
but
bunch of
yeah,
money
that's
on
how
these
I'm.
little
That's how I'm doing it. I want to buy a nice knife, but I don't know what yet. I don't know what.
yeah. I like that like Christopher Reeve's like the Sabenzas, you have like a lifetime like spa treatment for them. You know what I mean? Like if you don't want to sharpen them yourself, you can just send them in and they like take it all apart and like polish it all up and sharpen it for you. Like that's what Anna does every couple of months. And I think that's really, really cool
Yeah.
because I am scared of sharpening knives. It's one thing to sharpen like a leathercraft knife that has like
Mhm.
one bevel and that's it. But something like this, I'm terrified of sharpening this Tanto blade.
I love that thing.
Like
It's so cool.
it's so cool looking and I love it, but I could not like comfortably be like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to sharpen this. Because it's got so many different like angles and edges that I'm like afraid.
That might be the next knife I get, like something Kaiser with my Carta scales.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that'd
think
be
my
dope.
Carta is gonna look really cool next to wood. But
Yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah, I haven't thought about it. I have thought of the reason why I need another knife, but I haven't thought of what knife yet. Like
Mm-hmm,
my
mm-hmm.
PM2s, they're getting it done. I have a nice PM2.
Those are
Uh,
like workhorses.
the community sent me a nice PM2 because I lost mine and then I found mine. So
Oh,
I have
that's
two
right. I
identical
remember.
PM2s.
Oh my gosh.
I retired one. That one's gonna go like on a shadow box somewhere along with other tools.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna make it myself. It's gonna be awesome.
That's
I'm gonna make a
dope.
video out of it. It's gonna be a cool day. Um, and then the nice one I use after work, and then I've been using the Maximate at work. So like I'm good. I don't need
Yeah, no,
anything else.
absolutely. Yeah.
So the next purchase is just gonna be a model. You
No,
know?
that yeah, absolutely. I know that's honestly what I've been trying to like talk myself into. I'm like, I need a really nice knife just to like model like knife slips and stuff like that.
Photos, yeah.
But we shall see.
We'll have something nice soon
Yeah,
for
we'll
sure.
just write it off on our
Yeah,
taxes. It's fine.
whatever. We'll figure it out.
We'll be fine. It'll be cool.
That's all. So
That's a problem
what's
for
your
future.
plan? Are we gonna see your Etsy shop loaded with something new soon, or
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I've been slowly working on like so my goal is to open up the Etsy shop before I do anything else. Any like take any custom orders or anything like that because I really want to have stuff up for people that have been waiting literally like a year on me to like get my stuff together. So right now I have like about 10 wallets that I was able to complete. I've got like 6 or 7 that are like half completed. They're like not even stitched up yet. So I'm like slowly trying to work on building up like a good amount of inventory because one of my big regrets is that I jumped into the leatherworking kind of like hobby and then completely neglected the Etsy shop for like a year. And I feel bad because not everybody wants something where they can pick the thread color, where they can, some people just want like a black wallet
yeah?
or, a wallet with blue stitching, boom, that's all they want. So I'm gonna do my best to stock up the Etsy shop with like little knickknacks, like coin slips and wallets, before I take like any custom orders. Um, and that's the plan right now. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. But that's what I'm
As
hoping
long
to
as you
do.
have a plan, because like I need to make one too. Like I need to make a plan of like how
It's
things are gonna
tough.
be developing.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
if you just work like this, like put your head down, work,
Yeah,
like sometimes like you miss out a lot. You know?
you really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
it's
really
it's
need to sit
important to have
down
a
and make a
plan.
plan.
I learned that the hard way last year. It was sort of yeah, because it's like
Last year, everybody gets a pass for 2020.
everybody gets a pass for what
Everybody gets
happened
a
last
pass.
year.
Like 2020, you get a pass.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
it's okay.
But I kind of lost sight of things when I started like really taking leather crafting from like just like a hobby I did like every once in a while to something that I really wanted to commit to. I feel like I committed too hard to like custom orders,
Yeah.
and I lost sight of a lot of the folks that were kind of just hoping that I would stock up the Etsy store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel really guilty about that. So this moving forward, I'm trying to learn how to balance both of those kind of, crowds of people that want something custom made, that want like a really expensive shell wallet, and the folks that really don't care. They want like an all black wallet just for everyday use. not necessarily looking into collecting, you know? So I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a good balance between those two things. And hopefully I will get it figured out in the
Yeah.
next couple of weeks.
And like making things in batches is so much easier than like
It
custom
really
orders.
is.
Like
Yeah,
custom orders, I mean, they take longer.
they really do. And it's super like, for me personally, it's really satisfying to do custom orders
Yeah,
because it's
because
all about like the relationship you're
yeah,
able to build with others. And usually my customers like are people who have like similar values to me. So like we get to have conversations about all sorts of different things while
yeah,
I'm working on their order, you know? And it's
yeah.
super fulfilling and it's really special, but I kind of got lost in the sauce in that sense where I got
Lost in the
really kind
sauce.
of I got kind of really caught up in like the individual one-on-one relationships. And then I completely neglected like other folks that really just wanted to support my
Yeah.
work without, you know, having like, you know, us braiding each other's hair and becoming besties. You know what I mean?
No,
So I'm trying to like balance that out.
that's funny. But custom orders, like you said, they're so rewarding because they're one of one sometimes too.
Yeah, no,
Like
absolutely.
never to be made again. You know, like it's
Mm-hmm.
not a brown wallet or a black wallet with,
Mm-hmm.
you know, brown stitching or black stitching. It's like
Mm-hmm.
one of one, never to be made again, you know?
Exactly. No, absolutely. And it's really fulfilling to bring someone's idea to life.
Yeah.
Like to have someone say, I really want to see this. Like, I like this wallet, but I like these leathers, and maybe you can do this differently.
Well, like
It's
this
really
is
like
super
fulfilling.
custom. This is super
Mm-hmm.
custom because you went from nothing, no design, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you had to design it, make a prototype, buy hardware, like learn some new skills, perhaps
Mm-hmm.
a different finish. I know you did the edges in a different way on this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate you so much for doing this. And like, it's a piece that's gonna be with Bella, you know, forever. And then when you know the inevitable happens,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put this on my shadow box along with my other things. Like, no,
No,
I look at it and
absolutely.
cry every now and then. Like,
Man. But those
yeah,
are, you know, that's like something that has a lot of meaning to both of us. Like that's something that you and I worked on together and it became like a really special little thing for Bella.
yeah, yeah. So like, yeah. So I know what you mean. Like, custom
Mm-hmm.
orders are so fulfilling, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we gotta, you know, grindstone kind of work. You
No,
know?
absolutely. And I just feel guilty. Like I feel guilty prioritizing some folks over others. So I'm trying to find like a more of an equal balance.
Yeah,
Because I know a lot of really cool people in the EDC community and just like people that aren't even into EDC but really like my page and really like, you know, what I'm doing with leathercraft. So I'm trying to remind myself that there's a huge like diverse group of people that like what I'm doing on Instagram, like what I'm doing with Leathercraft. And I really want to honor like all of them, you know, and their intentions. So I'm really hoping to this year get that balance, kind of that balancing act figured out, so that it can be like a fulfilling experience for everyone. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I
Um,
get you.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
What?
that's my plan for now.
How's your YouTube doing, by the way? Are you not
Um,
focusing on that at all? Like, it's just a background thing for you?
No, well, I recently made a review of this really nice one. Man, I don't have it with me. This really, I try to like you can't see what I have going on outside of the frame, but I
Yeah.
have a lot of stuff on this table. But I did a review recently of my Lotus and Lane Canyon wallet. And I was pretty proud of that one. I feel like it came out really nice, like the filming style and then the voiceover work came out pretty cool. So that one was, I think, uploaded like last month, I think, or in December. And I'm gonna try to upload like little tutorials too for like I have a lot of folks on YouTube that are asking me like if I can show them how to do you know how to stitch a certain way or how to finish their edges a certain way. So I really when things kind of slow down and I'm able to catch up with the Etsy shop, I
Mhm.
want to do both like EDC like pocket dump stuff on YouTube, but also like maybe little tutorials or like me talking about like the process for crafting.
Mhm.
Because I realize a lot of folks want to get involved in leathercraft
Yeah.
and but they don't know where to start. And that was the issue that I found myself in too, where you know I really so badly wanted to start doing leather work. But it was really intimidating because it was like, I didn't know what all these tools were. Like I would see people, you know, take pictures of like their irons. Let me see if I can find mine.
Okay.
Like I didn't know what this was. I was like, is this a fork? Like, what is this for? You know? And
Yeah.
so I was super intimidated
That's
by
funny.
like all of these just strange looking tools. So I want to make a couple videos kind of talking about tools, the tools that I would recommend, and then just kind of guiding people on like how to make your first project, like something that's small. And those are like, that's really kind of the direction I want to take the YouTube channel. I still want to do like reviews for like makers that I'm really passionate about, but I also want to incorporate more like little crafting tutorials and stuff like that, hopefully to help folks.
Yeah, your YouTube is how I first, found you with a
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Bot wallet, and I
Mm-hmm.
ended up buying a Ren myself. I don't use it. Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
great wallet, but like I'm into like other makers now and other
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
materials now. I bought something from Ben recently, a camo something.
Oh,
Something
did you
camo
really?
leather. Yeah. I forget what it
Did you
was.
buy like a Snap wallet? I feel like I saw you.
Yes, a snap one. Like a
Yeah.
camo leather.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I like it, but it was too thick. So
Yeah.
I
That's
was
a
like,
beefy, that's a beefy one.
no. So it's been in my drawer too. I love that drawer, by the way. Just opening that drawer, getting a whiff of leather. Oh yeah. Every
You're
Friday I
like, all
change my
right,
wallet. Like
let's get them leather fumes.
every now and then, like I change my wallet, but every Friday, for the weekend,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I open the drawer, get a whiff, and I've been watching every Friday. I've been watching WandaVision too. So
Dude, I just finished the recent episode.
yeah, crazy.
Did you watch the recent episode?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, yesterday.
I was left dumbstruck. I was like, wait, what? My
Right?
my partner and I are watching it, and
I knew
it's such a good show.
I knew something like that was gonna happen from the beginning.
Oh yeah?
Uh, because yeah,
You
like
had a hunch.
no,
You just
like
had a feeling?
in the comics talk about how like when Wanda had kids,
Mm-hmm.
like the dad is not the dad.
Yeah,
You think
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
dad, and
I know. I had to Google that yesterday. I was like, what?
so I knew something like that was gonna happen, and but it was still it shook me. I was like, why do I have to wait a week? Netflix has me so spoiled.
I know. I had no idea that they were on a weekly basis. So we
Yeah.
started it like last week and we binged like 5 episodes. And then we were like, wait, it's over? Like, what's happening? And so we had to wait a whole week to continue watching. And I was like, no, this
Painful.
hurts.
Yeah, I watched like 2 in a row. No, 3 in a row or something like that. And
Yeah,
then I have
it's
to
so
wait.
good.
It's so good. And
Yeah.
I don't need a stressful episode. Like the first 3
Yeah.
episodes where they were like just a sitcom kind of
Yeah.
like an
Yeah.
old one, but
Uh-huh.
it's characters that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all I needed, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't need anything stressful. Like
And then it's like, anyways, Carlos, we're gonna stress you out a little bit now.
yeah, yeah, it's been dope.
Oh
I've
my
been
god.
enjoying that.
The
But
acting is super good in that show. I
yeah,
really,
super
really like
good.
that show. Mm-hmm.
And that's
I had to watch all the Avengers movies. I had to, it was like giving myself brain damage. It was too much information in one day, but we had to watch all the Avengers movies to figure out how Wanda and Vision became a couple. Because I couldn't for the life of me remember. So we had to watch all of them, and
it
it
just
was
kind of happened on the
exhausting.
movies. It just happened.
Right? It just happens. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no real like
No, they just kind
you're
of
not giving me a story there. They're
they
like
kind
background
of
characters.
yeah, they kind of expect you to know the comics a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
they were a couple in the comics, so they're a couple now. Good? Is that
Yeah.
good enough? Okay, it's good enough. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
You're like, all right, if you don't get
They're
it, go
like-
read the comics. Just get over it. Go
Yeah.
to Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, but it's a really cool show.
Yeah, I like it. But that's been my only thing. Like all my afternoons have been either working late or making stuff, which is
No, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it's been for me too. I've been like super, super tired. And I try to squeeze in like a little bit of crafting, like at the end of the day after I've like made dinner, after we've eaten dinner and hung out a little bit. But some days I'm just like so tired that I
Yeah.
can't. So making the little slips I made the other day was like climbing a mountain. And I feel silly saying that because I used to be able to make like 4 wallets, 5 wallets a week. And now if I'm able to make like 5 of these in 1 week, I'm like, all right, I did a good job.
That's awesome. They look phenomenal. They look
I'm glad you like
absolutely,
them. It took
absolutely
forever
phenomenal.
to learn like so I'm starting to learn like Adobe Illustrator,
Mhm.
and that program is like the most frustrating thing I've ever freaking experienced. So I learned how to make the shape on Adobe Illustrator, and then I had them made into like an acrylic template, and it took forever for me to get to that point. So I'm really happy that they're coming out nicely.
Absolutely, absolutely, just gorgeous. I love this little piece. Yeah. I need more coins though, like you. I need to be able to flip some coins too.
Dude, they're super satisfying. Hit up Meryl and Anna. They're like, they feel nice. This batch feels nice and heavy,
Uh-huh.
because I think maybe Skill Brass started using like a heavier
Well, I
thing
need
of
to hit him up.
brass.
I need to make
Yeah,
him
no,
coins too.
absolutely. And they're super affordable, dude. Getting like a
Yeah,
small batch made is super, super easy.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was an hour,
That was an hour. Dang, that flew by.
right? Last time we were like, I think last time was a longer episode. I think.
I think so. That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun
That
too.
was a long time ago, though.
It was a long
We
time
need to
ago.
do it like every 3 months or something.
No, for sure. Now we're gonna like egg each other on with our little side hustles and businesses. We'll be like, where are you at
Yeah.
now?
Last time,
What,
yeah, 'cause
what's
last
your
time
plan now?
I wasn't making anything. Last time I wasn't making any,
I
didn't have
know.
didn't have any plans to make anything, and right now I have so many plans in my head. My
Exactly.
head's like this big. It looks normal, but it's this big.
It's really good to have like another Latino crafter in the community. It
Yeah,
like
I
you have
know.
no idea how proud I am to see this little maker's mark.
Rock the
It's
B
really,
hands.
really incredible.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was yeah. I love making that one. I need to make one for me because I'm a
Do it,
yeah. All right.
because they're gorgeous. All right,
Thank
dude.
you so
Thank you
much
so much for
for
having me
coming.
back.
Is there anything that you want to mention?
No, that's basically it. Just if anybody is watching and they want to buy something from me, please be patient. I'm
Please
trying.
be patient.
Like, please, please.
That's awesome.
But that's it, Carlos. Thank you so much for having me back. It was a lot of fun.
All right. See
All
ya.
right, man. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.